Hi, Christine Barrere at Starfires here. I have something really exciting to talk to you about. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of years in thinking through how could I help people the most if I can't do a private consultation with them. What would be the best way that I could reach them and give them an interesting, meaningful update so that they could have more guidance and a vision of what's coming up in the year ahead. I started back in 2011 and 12 to have an idea that if I took each sun sign and used the major transits around the solar system that impacted that sun sign, how it did it in detail, it might give people some kind of a roadmap or a navigational device to feel that they can make it, or their year is making more sense. So what I constructed was a variety of different resources that I just kept building upon year after year to bring that kind of information to the public. I first started loading them on my blog site that was called Rose Garden back then, and it started out with 3 to 4 pages, maybe 2, 3, 4 pages long. I got such good response from people. They were really interested in it. They were commenting and grateful, and the numbers grew and grew of how many hits that it was getting, and I thought, wow, this is really working. So I began embellishing them. And it isn't strictly astrological transits to the sun sign alone. I began incorporating musical themes for the sun sign, different types of inspirational videos, and definitely affirmations to counteract harsh times that we're going through. I felt that it was actually becoming sort of a packet or a report that people could use to kind of flip through and remind themselves, oh yeah, I'm going through this right now, that totally makes sense. Why I'm feeling excited or nervous or confused. And once they go through and read the paragraphs with the dates that are matching up to their birth date that is written on the report, they begin to put 2 and 2 together and start having more comfort and a rest assured feeling like, oh, okay, now it makes sense, I could get through this cycle. Or what if you had an incredibly important idea in your head, or an upcoming meeting, or an important professional project that you were facing. You didn't know how it was going to turn out. So if you check your report and look around the date time of this happening, you can see, oh my God, I've got sun is making a beautiful connection to the planet Saturn during this time in a trine, and it's doing this and this, and it's happening on these dates, and I really feel good about this. I think I could pull this off. So it's not like we need or depend on the astrology to tell us how to think, what's happening, or how we should respond. What I have found is that with the amount of interference that we're all experiencing every day, year after year, isn't it becoming more and more confusing sometimes to know exactly what the correct thing to do is? What I consider astrology as is a tool to help clarify and simplify our minds, so that our minds, our spirits, and our emotions are all on the same page together, knowing exactly why this is happening, what is the test, how do I get through it. And don't you love reading ideas of other people that, like, you have an aha moment and you go, oh my God, I love what that person just said. That is exactly applying to my situation. You think about it all day, you write it down, you put it in your day planner, you put it in your wallet. You don't want to forget it, because it's the key to helping you get through this particular cycle. And it's not like we're all lacking confidence or owning our own life or anything like that. I consider myself a mixture of being a pretty strong person, but at the same time incredibly sensitive. I can feel things that are happening sometimes in the world and not even know what's going on until finally I see the news, and sure enough, maybe an important event took place and I felt it. think about the fact that that could actually be written up in your astrology, that there's some kind of wave of sensitivity and increased vulnerability in your emotions during this period. Wouldn't it be lovely to be able to separate that from your actual physical responsibilities, so that you're realizing this is just something I'm emotionally going through right now. It might be an actual event out there or situation out there, but it doesn't have to impact my own concentration and performance with this or that project. So that's how I look at these reports. If a person is not ready to get their yearly forecast done personally by an astrologer, which is going through the month by month astrological cycles to every planet in their chart, including their sun sign, my feeling was that this would be a really awesome intermediate step to introducing them to the cycle of transits. I also love these reports because they give a description of the positives and negatives of your sun sign, and it's really emphasizing the power of your sun. Your sun is everything. Your sun has the power and the capacity to radiate your own unique imprint upon the world around you. Not only are you radiating this quality of your sun sign around everyone that meets you, needs you, depends on you, but you're also becoming more and more of that sun sign, which is your divine standard. So wouldn't it be nice to know what the qualities of your sun are? And whenever you see yourself or reflect objectively on how you're talking, what you love, what you're thinking about, what you like to be like, that is actually a confirmation. Hey, I'm really out picturing my sun. I mean, the goal in life is to be better and improve on oneself all the time, right? Sure, we can slack off a lot and be lazy and hang out. I am absolutely the best at that. But I think also deep in ourselves, inside, we want to know that we're actually on the right track. So I welcome you to check these out and see how you like them. And it's pretty self-explanatory. They went from 2, 3, 4 pages several years ago to about 50 to 65 pages long. And I just kept adding more and more and more to them and couldn't stop, so that I wanted to make sure everything in there was what you needed. I hope you like them, and thank you so much for considering purchasing a Zodiac forecast workbook.